Hi, my name is Ayyoub Ajmi. I'm a Digital Communications and Learning Initiatives Librarian at UMKC School of Law. In today's presentation, though, I will be talking about a project that I started in my previous position. So before joining UMKC, I was working as a library technology manager at Tarrant County College in Texas. My job consisted of maintaining all the equipments, uh, maintaining computers, laptops, desktop computers, laptops, tablets, networks, and all the technology and equipment in the library. So during my first day, while I was doing my inventory, I noticed uh, old some laptops in the closet. Those laptops by today's standards are old, and but they still can do a lot of tasks. Uh, at TCC, every 3 years there is a hardware refresh program. So whenever they receive new equipment, they send the old one to the warehouse. So I believe they forgot to send those laptops and they just stayed there. So I knew we can use them for some reason, so I just left them there until we found the opportunity. The same year, the Northeast campus has been facing a lot of decline in the traffic, so we have fewer transactions, fewer books checked out, and all sorts of stuff. So we had a meeting with the librarians and the director, and we set up some goals so we can increase our numbers. Among them is to increase the library instruction sessions, so more students know about the library and what the library offers to them to succeed in their education. We also set a goal to increase the liaison meetings with the departments. At the same time, we created a blog and a newsletter, and we were maintaining them regularly. The library has also been a good place for art exhibits, so for many years, we had exhibits by students and faculty and the community. So that's where I had the idea of using those old laptops so we can digital display, so photography and art students can use them to display their board digital uh, content. So I applied for a grant and I talked to the director and the team, and everyone was excited about the idea. So I applied for a grant and we received enough money to to work on the project. So before building the digital display, we had some consideration. Having a laptop running all the time can be a heat problem. So this is a public building and we want it to be secured. We also had some aesthetic concerns since this is an old building, so the frames need to blend with the design and with environment. And we also, since we are creating this from scratch, we wanted the system to be easy to use so anyone can maintain it and anyone can troubleshoot it if needed. So basically the idea is to use the laptop and then put them inside the shadow box frame. In order to do that, we had to remove the parts and all the parts that we don't need. So we started by removing the case, removed the battery, removed the keyboard and everything. The only thing we left was the screen, the monitor, the screen actually, and the motherboard. So we cut some paper mat on first on the shadow box, and then we placed the monitor, and then we used the foam board to secure the monitor inside the shadow frame, and then we put the motherboard on the top of the screen. Using another foam board, we lift the motherboard so we can have some air circulation in between the screen and the motherboard. So we used the existing cover, we added some holes for more air circulation, and we added one for the extension cord for the USB. And there you go. This is how the display look once they are. This is the displays. So as I said, maintaining the system needs to be easy. So in order to do that, we use the existing Windows XP slideshow program, so, or screensaver program. So basically the exhibits that we have, the pictures or the signage, they were just pictures that they had been saved on my documents, and after 1 minute of inactivity the slideshow kick in and start rotating. So in order to do that, we had to go to the BIOS, make sure the computer stays on all the time. We also changed the system so it turned itself on every morning. We used the group policies so we can clean up the notification, clean up the turn off the notification and clean up the desktop area so no message will pop up or will stop the slideshow from running. We also added a shutdown shutdown task, so the computers turn off themselves every day at the end of the day. So when you turn on the system the first time, you receive an image and then a random image, and then after that it slideshow start working. So we were able to convert 30 laptop to digital display, and we used them as a group for 6 or 5 as digital display exhibit, and the rest we use them for signage inside the library where we can promote our events and promote new books and events. The installation was the hardest part, as it was the goal was make them secured, and also um, we had different locations. We had to think for each one independently, make sure where is the close outlet and all sorts of criteria that we needed to respect. And also we have fewer outlets in the library, so we were forced to use extension cords so we can run the power to each unit. That just was a little bit messy and was unsafe. And fortunately, after a year, the library invested on the project, and then we now have a single outlet for each unit, and also the area look much nicer than it was before. So the first exhibit we received was by a staff member. First we were thinking that this is will be good for art students, but we never had any projects coming from our students. So faculty, staff, and students were first to experience the digital exhibit at the library. During the first week, we had a lot of traffics in the lower floor of the library that we are not used to. So before the end of the week, we received the request from another faculty to for her exhibit. We didn't have any. We don't have any uh, guideline in term for the exhibits, so but we always ask that it goes with, if we have for example the international month or Hispanic month or things like that, so we bring books and artifacts that we use for the exhibits. The duration of the grant was 1 year, but the project is still working until now. It can sustain itself forever. The library will always receive new equipment, and old equipment can be used again for the exhibits. So we can update the monitors and we can update the motherboard to be more powerful. With newer laptops, we can set them to the Wi-Fi and they can be connected, so the maintenance and the update can be done remotely. This is my project, and that's the team that helped me with it. Without them, it could not be possible. I wrote a paper for the project detailing all the steps and all everything I have done. It's free, open source. You can find it in the Journal of Library Innovation. A link to the journal and the article is available on my website. Thank you.